Hello there, and welcome to the Scribe Center. Want to know how a Torah scroll is made? Wondering what Torah writing has to do with you? Well, get excited, because today is your big chance. You will be the scribe and go behind the scenes of making a Torah. In just a few minutes, you'll learn some cool Torah scroll facts and even meet a real Torah scribe who will teach you how to write your name in beautiful Hebrew letters. But first, we need to remember something that is super important, and that is, you are important, and also very lucky, because you are a soldier in Tzivos Hashem, God's army, the greatest force in the world, making the world a better place by doing acts of goodness and kindness. It's an amazing privilege. But this special privilege is only worth anything if you use it, if you go out and make a difference in the world. And sometimes we can forget how lucky we are to be part of the army of Hashem, that we have the power to do good and kind things that make a difference. Don't worry though, we've got this covered. In fact, we have the perfect reminder for you. One Hebrew letter. Yes, just one beautiful little Hebrew letter written in ink on parchment is going to remind you how special you are and how important your job is as a soldier in Tzivos Hashem. It's true. Here's how it all works. You can join children all around the world right now to create the Children's Unity Torah. It's a huge campaign that calls for all Jewish boys and girls to have their very own letter in a brand new Torah scroll. Did you know that every Torah scroll has 304,805 letters? That's a whole lot of letters, and every single one of those letters is absolutely necessary and can't be left out. Just the way every single Jew, including you, is absolutely essential and needed. The Children's Unity Torah will be written by a Torah scribe in the Holy Land of Israel, in the city of Jerusalem, a place close to all of our hearts. And do you know what makes all this even more special? The Lubavitcher Rebbe said that children should be the ones to buy themselves their own letter in the Torah. That way, your letter is truly your very own. So, we have a special credit card just for you, so you can buy yourself a Torah letter as part of this amazing worldwide project. Are you ready to buy a letter and be part of this grand project involving hundreds of thousands of kids? Let's do this! The Children's Unity Torah won't be complete without your letter. When you buy a letter in the Children's Unity Torah, you will receive a beautiful certificate that you can proudly display. That way, you'll always be reminded that the Torah belongs to you, and that as a Jewish child, a soldier in the army of God, you have the power to do great things to make the world a better place. How is this Torah made? I've wondered about that too. Did you know that the Torah is written on a special material? It's made of parchment. Did you ever wonder how parchment comes to be? Parchment is the skin of a kosher animal. First, the skin is cleaned and scrubbed. Then the skin is set out to dry. In order for it to dry without any creases or bends, the skin is stretched out and pinned on a wooden board. Once it's dry, the skin is scraped and sandpapered so that there aren't any bumps or grooves. Voila! Now you have a piece of kosher parchment. Making a Torah scroll is a holy task and a serious job. Throughout the whole entire process, even before the parchment looks like parchment, the people working with the skin have to have in mind that they are working on a special mission. They are making a holy Torah scroll. I know what you're thinking. How can one piece of parchment be enough for a whole Torah? Well, good question. One piece of parchment isn't enough. A Torah scroll is made up of many pieces of parchment sewn together. There are between 62 and 84 sheets of parchment in each Torah scroll. Next stop for the parchment is the scribe's office. Come on, let's head over to see the scribe at work. The scribe uses a pointed utensil to mark lines on the parchment so that the words he writes will be straight. The letters in a Torah look slightly different from the Aleph-Bet letters you see in a Siddur. That's because the Torah letters are written in a special calligraphy style called Asherite script. That's why you need a scribe, a professional Torah writer, to write holy scrolls. Some of the Torah letters have little decorations on top, called crowns. Shh, we don't want to disturb the scribe. Roll up your sleeves and prepare to write like a scribe.
Hi, my name is Chaim Pape, and I'm a sofer, a scribe. I write tefillin, mezuzahs, and sefer Torah. Let's have a quick look at what these look like. Here we have a sheet of a sefer Torah that's in the middle of being written. Here we have the scroll of the tefillin, which is inside the boxes of the tefillin that we wear. Men wear over the age of 13. And here is a large, beautiful mezuzah that goes on every single door of our homes. When I write the tefillin and mezuzahs and the sefer Torahs, I have to be really, really careful because the letters are very precise and very accurate. They were designed by God Himself on the 6th day of creation at the last minute just before the onset of the very first Shabbos. Today, we're going to together write the first letter of the Torah. The Torah begins with the word Bereshis with the letter Beis. And together we're today going to write the letter Beis. But before we write it, I want to show you, and I want you to become a little bit familiar with the feather that we're going to use. So this is a very enlarged diagram of what the tip of the feather looks like. And there are two functions of the feather. Once we may use the feather, only the tip of it, just the tip, and that we use every time we make a vertical line. When we want to make a horizontal line, we use the entire breadth of the feather. You could take your feather, dip it into the ink just a little bit. You don't have to shake it off or drop it anywhere or dab it. You just dip it in a little bit and take it with you. The ink is not going to go anywhere. And let's go straight onto the parchment. Here's how we're going to write the letter Beis in 7 easy steps.
Follow along with your ink and quill and practice writing like a scribe.
First, we're going to make a little vertical line. Then, we're going to make a horizontal line starting off from the vertical line that we made already. Number 3, we're going to make another vertical line on the right side going down here, this way. And then, in step number 4, we double that line to make it thick. Then, we move to the bottom and we make another vertical line parallel to the first vertical line that we made in the beginning. And from that vertical line, we make another horizontal line a little bit past the vertical line in the middle. We finish off this horizontal line with another last vertical line, and our base is complete.
Now it's your turn to practice your YouScribe skills. Using these tracing guides, you can practice writing like a scribe. After some practice, you will have the opportunity to write your very own Jewish name on a real piece of parchment, the same exact kind that gets used in a Torah scroll. Great job! We will now have the honor of hearing from the person responsible for organizing and producing all the Torah scrolls in the Children's Unity Torah Project.
Hi, my name is Shmuel Dreisman, Rabbi from Kfar Chabad, Israel, headquarters of the Children's Sefer Torah campaign. I just heard the news that each and every one of you bought your own letter in the Torah scroll. Mazel tov! Congratulations! You now are joining together with almost 2 million children, boys and girls from all over the world, from Australia to the United States, France, England, South America, South Africa, and of course, Israel, the Holy Land. Joining together is a very, very positive thing. When you join together with Jewish children all over the world, this unity, this togetherness creates a very, very tremendous force. It brings blessing to you, to your family, to your friends, and the entire Jewish people. It makes the world a better place, a safer place. I want to let you know that from our office in Kfar Chabad, we're going to send you an individualized certificate with your name on it, and telling you in which part of the Torah you got a letter. And now that we have the beginning, go on from step to step, from strength to strength, another good deed, another mitzvah, and soon, very soon, all of our good deeds will join together and will rebuild the third holy temple in Jerusalem with the coming of Mashiach. Bye!